Hello students, myself Rajkumar Meena, Assistant Professor in English, BSR Arts College. Today, with the help of this video, I will make you understand a literary term known as irony. Irony is a figure of speech in which what is actually said is the opposite of what is intended. In literature, irony is a technique of indicating a discrepancy between what is said and what is meant. Cicero defined irony as the saying of one thing and meaning other. One very popular form of irony is dramatic irony, in which the reader or the audience knows more about a characteristic or his situation than the character himself, which helps them to predict the outcome of a situation and even helps them to interpret his own statement quite differently from what the character means. So, we can say that irony is an old literary device achieved by the use of hyperboles, sarcasm, satire, and understatement. Irony is present in the tragedies of Sophocles, novels of Jane Austen, Henry James, plays of Shakespeare, and satire of Voltaire and Swift. While classifying irony, we can divide in irony into three major types. First, dramatic irony. Dramatic irony is a presentation in a play or any other form of literary composition that involves fiction wherein a change in situation or event is suddenly perceived, conveying a meaning generally satirical by words or action whose literary meaning is totally opposite. That is a situation or utterance as in tragedy that has a significance unperceived at the time or by the person involved. A condition in which one seems to be mocked by fate or the facts, and it takes place suddenly when everything is going on smoothly, harmlessly. Since dramatic activities are connected with the theatre and the dramatic change which it involves, or such presentation that shows too much of emotions and the repercussion of which seem opposite, even fatal, it is became a dramatic irony. It is a form of humor or indirect way of conveying through a presentation in a drama in which you say something in such a way that people realize that you are joking or that you really mean the opposite of what you say. The irony of situation in drama is odd or amusing because it involves two factors which are not usually connected or related, but they are noticeably exciting, interesting, and impressive. Dramatic irony is the chief instrument that makes drama exciting and interesting. For the story takes an unaccepted turn and change the mode of action, and the reader or spectator's expectation seeks probe in it to make out what may happen next. Second type of irony is verbal irony. It is an irony in which implicit meaning of a statement differ from that which the speaker obstinately asserts. Such chronic statement often involves the explicit expression of one attitude or evolution, but with the implication of a very different attitude or evolution. Second one, third one is situational irony. The irony, situational irony, is exhibited in the work of a writer in that it is presently or totally ironic. In such work, a structural feature is introduced which serves to sustain the duplicity of meaning. A naive hero or else a naive narrator or a spokesman is a common device of this sort of irony. The great simplicity of this hero or narrator leads him to persist in putting an interpretation on affair which the knowing reader is able to utter and correct it. We also classified irony in some sense also, such as romantic irony. It is a German concept of irony. Under this term, the author builds up artistic allusions only to break it down by revealing that he, as artist, is the arbitrary creator and manipulator of his characters and their actions. Byron's great narrative poems Don John has constantly used this device from ironic effect. A number of writers associated with new criticism use irony in greatly extended sense as a general criterion of literary values. So, in the end, we can say that irony is different from invective and sarcasm. Invective is direct and diminution by the use of derogatory epithets. Sarcasm is used generally for all irony. However, it is restricted to the use of apparent praises for dispraises. Sarcasm is the common form of irony in dormitory passage.